What's up, you guys? Welcome to a very special episode of Transformation. Today we're doing something a little bit different, so make sure you stick around till the end. My name is Glaude, and I lost over 160 pounds, going from obese to beast. Now I'm on a quest to share your stories and inspire others to transform their lives. Today we're meeting Patrick, a bilateral below-the-knee amputee, but since childhood he's dreamed of being a star athlete. He's already won several medals in the U.S. Paralympics National Track and Field Championships and is currently training to become the fastest man on the planet. Welcome to Transformation. What's up, man? Thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate it.
Dude, thanks for having me. I'm really excited to be here, just to be able to tell my story. I appreciate it, man.
I'm really excited. Obviously, it's not your typical weight loss transformation that you're used to seeing on this show. So just tell me about your story.
Yeah, so basically, I was born with a congenital birth defect. My legs didn't develop in the womb. I'm on both legs. Basically, when I was born, the doctor said I would never walk. And that basically I was going to be in a wheelchair. Wouldn't be able to play sports, run, jump, and play. But thankfully, with my parents and my grandparents, my brothers, the people in my life, they didn't take that no, right? And they didn't accept it. So they got me some prosthetics. I started playing sports, and I've been playing sports my whole life.
Were you ever bullied?
Oh man, I got bullied a lot. When I went to school and I was out in the community, people looked at me as if I was the freak show. I always got looked at, I always got stared at, I always got pointed at. At times it did hurt, right? Because I knew that wherever I go, regardless of where I'm at, I'm always going to be different.
Being put through that and being born the way that you were born, do you feel like it's made you stronger as a person?
Oh my goodness. Everything I went through, missing my legs, falling down, being laughed at, being pointed at, all my struggles, it built character for me.
Some people might see it as this terrible thing, but the way that you see it is as a gift. It was a gift that you were given and that you've been able to share your message, which is positivity and believing in yourself, and it's awesome.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Turn your struggles into your strengths, right? Turn your negative and make it a positive.
When I made a video about my loose skin, and in that video I took off my shirt and I showed people, this is what I deal with after losing a huge amount of weight, right? And I never in a million years thought that video and just being vulnerable would help so many people. Is literally this thing that most people might consider my worst part about my body, or my least desirable part about me, has become my greatest strength. And I would not give it up for the world. I would not change that, because if that didn't happen to me, I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in right now. I wouldn't be where I am sitting. I wouldn't be talking to you. I wouldn't have what I have if it wasn't for embracing that flaw.
Yeah, man, accepting your flaws and all. That's, that's powerful, right? And growing up as kids, we always want to just be in the crowd, right? But it's once we get older, what makes us successful and is being unique, right? Is being different and living by that and expressing that. And at the end of the day, it's a blessing.
That's awesome. Were you treated any differently by your parents or your coaches when you were younger?
For my parents, definitely not. Even though my mother really wanted to be there for her child, her disabled child, she knew if she took it easy on me, and she knew if she was always there for me when I was hurting, then that's the mentality that I always will have growing up and as an adult. Is when times get hard, I expect people to be there for me. My father said, "Look, Blake, people are not going to treat you like I treat you. I'll raise you to a high standard. I don't expect nothing but the best from you. But these new coaches, they might give you the easy way out." And at 9 years old, I really didn't comprehend what he was talking about. I'm like, Dad, I'm a normal kid like everybody else, right? It wasn't a couple weeks later, we're at practice, we're running suicides, and we get to the last 3 or 4 suicides, and the coach calls me out in front of everybody. And he's like, "Blake, you don't have to run these last suicides." Right? And right then and there, it was like a light bulb clicked. And I remember what my father told me is that when they give you the easy way out, you do not take it. And having that mentality has helped me get through so many struggles in my life.
Yeah, man. I mean, that just shows how determined you are, because there's nothing that you need to prove to anyone. That you're gonna work as hard as you possibly can. I think it's awesome. So what were the doctors telling you?
These are doctors saying, your son's never gonna walk. He's gonna be in a wheelchair. They was going off statistics, right? Statistically, Blake being born without legs, he would never walk, right?
How did you break past the limitations that the doctors placed on you.
Right. It's I can remember a time where I was playing t-ball, and I can remember I wanted to hit a home run for my father and for my teammates, so my dad could be so proud. Right? I remember I stepped up to the plate and I hit the ball, and the ball flies out into the air, and I'm running on my way to third base. Right, on my way to hit the home run, my leg falls off. Right, boop, I eat dirt. I remember in that moment, right, I felt a few things, right? I felt embarrassed. I was mad, right? I was mad at the situation. I started thinking about what the doctors were saying he would never walk. He can never do this, right? Everything that people was talking about, I started believing it. And I can remember as I laid in dirt, I just questioned mad, like, why me? Right, but as I got older, John, I realized that I was asking the wrong question, right? I was asking something I had no control over. I decided to flip it and ask myself, well, why not me, right? I'm meant for this.
Man, I've never been so inspired on one of these episodes, but do you think that them saying you're never gonna walk again, all of that stuff, do you think that's what pushed you to want to become a runner and want to pursue athletics?
It was, every time somebody talks negative about me, or every time somebody talks bad about me, they're just adding fuel to the fire, right? Fuel to the fire. And eventually I got my running blades, and once I got the running blades, I'll never forget, the first time I put them on, I was able to jog a little bit, and the doctor and the prosthetist told me, it's going to take you like 5 months to learn how to run on them. I was running on them that day.
So what keeps you going now?
Man, to be honest, what keeps me going is I'm just grateful, right? I'm so thankful that I'm able to do the things I can do, man. Yeah. We have our good days, we have our bad days, but it could be so much worse than what it is right now. So stay grateful, stay thankful. And and for the little kid out there, or even an adult or whoever that's going through a challenge right now, right? And they feel like life is just beating them up, and they feel like, my life isn't worth it. That's who I do it for. That's why I go out to the track and train 2-3 hours a day. That's why I go to the weight room and grind out 2 or 3 hours, right? So when they feel like giving up, they say, you know what? Blake and John did it. If they can do it, I can do it as well. No excuses. And that's why I do it, man.
So what's the next goal?
I'm training hard right now. I got a couple of world records that I'm trying to break in the 400. And, hopefully one day fastest man alive on the planet,
I think you'll get it.
Yeah, hey, man, having your support, man, it really means a lot. Because when I have people like you in my corner that understands the struggle, it means everything in the world, man. Yeah, thank you.
For sure. So what advice would you give to someone trying to transform their mindset and conquer the impossible?
Yeah, for when it comes to a mindset, you really got to accept who you are as a person, the good, bad, and the ugly. That's the first step. So once you pinpoint the issue, that's it. That's the issue. Figure out the solution. Go get it. You wake up each and every day, you look at yourself in the mirror, and you say no excuses. I'm going to conquer this. I'm going to overcome this by any means necessary. And you have to have that mindset, because you're going to go through some struggles. You're going to get beat up. That's what the grind is about. Taking hits, falling down, and keep battling back each and every time.
Absolutely. All right, man. Thank you so much for being on the show. I really, really appreciate it. Now, I know that we said there's a little bit of a surprise, so are you ready to do this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do it. Come on over, man.
What's up, man?
Man, you are proof that transformation is more than just about weight loss. There's also a huge mental aspect in it as well. That being said, this show is going through its own transformation. Next season is going to all be about the mind, and Patrick is going to be hosting it.
John, that's funny. Thank you so much. It's an unbelievable honor. I'm so excited to be a part of this amazing community and to listen to the stories that inspire me. I cannot wait for you guys to hear and share more stories in the Quest community. Stay tuned for the next season of Transformation.